Hey everybody, I hope you all are having a good day today. I wanted to ask you something and just get your input on this. Have you ever been in a situation where it seems like you are the odd one out, where you're trying to figure out, do you stick around and wait for it to get better, or do you move on? And if you move on, you don't know exactly where you should go or what you should do. I've been in those situations before, but this time it feels a little different. And I think it's because of my spiritual growth, my spiritual maturity. So, my issue that I'm experiencing right now is that I recently joined a particular group, and it's a Christian group, and I thought that I would find my local community, local people who I can actually in person commune with. And they are spiritual, but they are where I once was. They are forward moving, forward thinking, they're pressing through, but where they are is not where I still am. And I hesitate to say that because to me, in some ways, it sounds a little like I'm trying to be a little arrogant or a little haughty or something like that. And I absolutely am not. But I feel like I'm in a dilemma, and I'm not sure if I should talk to the leaders about it from a point of trying to rectify it, or just move on and talk to them from that point about why I'm moving on. See, I hesitate to talk to them about it because I don't think that there's anything they can really do to rectify it. Because, when you're in Christ, you are where you are, and you will get to the next juncture when you get to it. And so for me to be at one juncture and they are not where I am yet, they can't rectify that. And so I'm not sure, is it right for me to just stop moving forward and wait for them to catch up and then we all as a group move forward together? Or do I turn around and go back to where they are currently, which is where I have already been in my Christian journey? Or what? I know I tell you all, don't stop and don't turn around and go back. And so those don't seem like viable solutions to me. And so I'm thinking perhaps the answer for me is to keep moving forward and trust God to get me to where I belong, get me to a local tribe, local community where I belong spiritually. Part of me is wondering, well, Lord, why allow me to link up with them in the first place and believe that, oh, this is it. And then I find out, yeah, it's not. And perhaps it's because God is teaching me something. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know that I just hear in my spirit to trust me, trust me. That's what I hear the Lord saying. There's a purpose and a reason for this. God has a plan for this. And so I'm a little brokenhearted actually, because these people, they are so nice. They're wonderful. They're beautiful. They love the Lord. They are, like I said, moving forward in Christ. They are growing. They have great vision, and they're pressing through and, going through the hard knocks that you go through when you submit your life to the Lord. But I've already been where they are, and they are feeding the people there. And okay, so it's a church. I was trying to, not be go into too much detail, but I don't want to be all secretive with you all. So it's a church that I joined several months ago, and I'm just finding that it's not the fit that I thought it was going to be. And in retrospect, I think that I was so excited about joining it because I was hungry to have, community. I was hungry to be a part of a local congregation. And I have visited there a couple of times before, and then just decided, well, I'll go on and join that church. And it's so pleasant, and it's so not, they're so nice, they're very family oriented. They're lovely people. The congregation, they're lovely. But for me, in my spiritual background training coming up, um, I need more than lovely and nice and family oriented. I love all of that, but I need power. I need something that helps me to not become stagnant where I am. I need something that helps me keep pressing forward and plowing forward. And there are some ministries on television. There are a couple of ministries, in fact, that I watch that are nowhere near where I live. Um, and they help me. They help me a lot. But I know I need a local assembly, and I'm not sure what to do, because I can't say that I'm not being fed there, but what happens is the sermons a lot of times they are like a reconfirmation of things that I've already learned. It's a reminder of things that I've already been through. It's something that I've already discovered, and so when I apply the sermons to my life, it's like in retrospect, like what's being said applies to something I've been through already, not something that I'm going through or something that's going to help me go through the next phase. So, I just wanted to know if you have been in that kind of situation, if you have experienced that, and what did you do? What was your solution, or did you find a solution, or what? I'm thinking that I might, maybe the answer is to keep moving forward, to disengage from that congregation until I find new congregation. But I'm not sure. I know that we're not to forego or forsake a local assembly, but I don't know if I should just keep searching for another local assembly, or move on from there and keep watching the programming, Christian services that really, minister to me. I don't know. And again, I feel a little awkward, sharing this, because in no way do I want to come off as I think I'm so much, or, like I'm just so mature in Christ, or like I'm, just better than anyone, because there's not a bone in my body that feels any of that. I just know in my heart that while the congregation seems to be being fed, um, I don't feel like I'm really being fed. I feel like sometimes I'm comforted, but I know that the way God has dealt with me, I can't rest in just being comforted. And sometimes I just need to be pushed and pulled and inspired to keep going. I really, I don't know if I can explain it any better than that. So my heart is a little heavy, because I've been praying. I'm praying and asking God what to do and to guide me and direct me. But I thought I'd come on here and just ask you if you have experienced this, and if so, how did you handle it? And hopefully, I'll get some kind of some answers, some responses to help me as I move forward too. Because as I've told you before, when I minister to you, I'm ministering to myself. So it's not like I have all the answers and I have it made and I have it going on. So, if you feel like being bothered, if you want to just give me your either opinion, or an example of what happened to you in this kind of situation, let me know. All right. So, anyway, I hope you all have a great day, a blessed day, and I will talk to you all again soon. I love you. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.